All right, go.
In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it.
Okay. In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. And we will leave you with a. I can't do it.
Okay.
We'll do it live.
Okay. No.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it, and we'll do it live.
Right.
Fucking thing sucks.
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
All right, welcome aboard, boys and girls. Screwed up the sound on the end of that video, but that's okay. If that's the only thing that goes wrong today, it'll be great. It's good to see you. It's time for State of the Atmosphere. Glad to see you tonight. We got Now You See Me leaping over The Running Man at the box office. We've got Tom Cruise being awarded with an honorary Oscar and the Sweeney spot. All of that and more tonight on State of the Atmosphere. All right, welcome aboard. It's time for State of the Atmosphere. I'm your host, JoesAtmosfere, and I'm joined by my brothers, my compadres in football and in life. Starting with Knock. How are you doing? Are you there?
I am here. Yep.
All right. Doing all right? What's
Doing
going
okay.
on? That's good. That's good. John, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah, all right. Toss Wolfen and the Knockster in the house. All right. Well, boys and girls, let's see who's here tonight. Nobody's in early. Well, maybe they're shadow banning me tonight.
Or maybe it's your thing that says it starts at 7 o'clock.
That could be it too. I keep screwing that up. Matter of fact, you know what? I need to go into my little graphics machine.
Do it live.
Right? Fuck it. We'll do it live. That's it. I need to go into my little graphic thing here and go ahead and change that, like right now, so I don't forget. See, right there on that thing, it says 7/6 Central. What a dumbass. Let's change that right now so I don't mess it up. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a good week so far. I am doing pretty good. Life is treating me well. Everybody is healthy and happy over here. My wife is celebrating 14 years off the bet tonight. Actually, it was Monday, but she's getting her coin for it tonight, so that's nice. A cool thing. She's not mad that I'm not there, though, because, you know, I go for the big ones. Yeah, every 5 years I'm there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 15 you'll be there.
Right, exactly. Next year I'll be there for it. Yeah, even if I have to cancel the show, I'll be there for that one. But anyway, all right, boys and girls, let's get rolling. First off, as usual, it's the pop culture update.
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
And of course, we always start with the box office numbers, and this surprised me. I hate it for Glenn Powell, but apparently more people were into Now You See Me, Now You Don't this weekend. Apparently it sprints to 75 million globally. Global win as Running Man chokes on 28 million. Oh my gosh, man. Wow. Did not expect that. Here's the domestic numbers. Now You See Me, it said 78 million, but it only made 21 million here in the States. It's making a lot of money overseas, it looks like. Knock pointed that out
like
earlier.
they're spy movies.
Yeah. Dude, I dig these movies too. I don't know. Are you guys fans of the genre, the franchise that they've created here? Oh, you haven't seen any of them? Okay.
I enjoyed them.
Yeah, I like the first one a lot. I don't even remember what the second one's about. I really don't. I just remember it was bigger, grander stages that they were doing things on. But, yeah, I'd have to watch it again. But I don't think they've actually ever achieved that, the big reveal they had at the end of the first one. I don't think they've achieved that again. You know what I mean? So.
Oh yeah.
But they're doing good stuff. And I do want to see this one. This may be one we go see during the holidays. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm going to get drugged to Wicked 2 for sure. So, but the Running Man made 16.4 million domestically. That's not good. But then again, people aren't going to the movies right now. They're just not. These movies making that much is actually pretty good. Predator Badlands has a 68% drop off. Drops to 12.7 million. It's still in double digits. But if you didn't hear my review of it on Sunday, go back and check that out. The Chillin' at the Club episode. I'll let everybody know about that one. I thought it was okay. I'm not going to say anything else other than that because I think Martin hasn't seen it yet, and I don't want to ruin it for him. So, but yeah, it's okay. It was the writing on that one to me, guys, was Sci-Fi Channel level writing. There's nothing, super. How do I put this? It was very predictable. I wasn't blindsided by anything in that movie. You know what I mean?
Now, are you talking about sci-fi movie or sci-fi TV show?
Sci-fi television shows. The channel. Yeah, that's about the caliber of the writing in this thing. Which it could be. I mean, don't get me wrong. Some of the Sci-Fi Channel shows were really good, but on the whole, they were okay. Anyway, I did get a big Enemy Mine vibe off of it, though. The interaction between the robot and the Predator. So yeah, that was interesting.
And thanks to Knockflist, I got that reference.
Yeah, thanks to Knockflist, you have seen that movie, haven't you, Knock? Yeah, that's one that's way before your time. What'd you say, John?
And people on the internet are shipping them.
Are they? See, come on, man. Nah, it's nothing like that. Let me tell you something. One thing about that movie, I do have to say, that shit's overblown. I mean, this, soft Predator kind of shit. Whatever. They're just looking for shit to hate. I'm sorry. They just are. Okay. So, Regretting You comes in with 3.7, and Black Phone is still at the bottom with 2.6.
And it's on streaming. I don't know why.
Yeah, people are still going to see that. Well, that's a popular franchise, man. That the Black Phone. Look, my boss, her daughter is a teenager in high school, getting close to graduation age, and they went and saw it twice the weekend it came out. That's how big of an addict her daughter is for that shit. The teens really dig that one. The young people really love Black Phone. But anyway, okay. So that's the numbers. And once again, I hate it for Glenn Powell. Why the Running Man fell down at the box office. What do you guys think? Why did it fall down at the box office? I mean, you've got...
Well, he's not a global name, that's for sure.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
That's for sure. But, you know, he's an up-and-comer for sure. People know who he is. I think it's just...
Remake fatigue.
Remake fatigue. I think that's one of them. I think it's one of those movies. How can you improve on the original? Because the original's so good. You know, it really is great. I mean, if you watch that one, it actually predicted the deep fake age, right? And the you know, the editing of stuff to make it look like, you know, you're actually a bad guy when you're not, and stuff like that. They showed a lot of that stuff in that movie. And the characters were so over the top. You remember every one of those killers that were going after him. You know what I mean? It was like they were iconic wrestlers, you know. And this one, it looks like the whole country can kill him. You know what I mean? He's got to hide from everybody. Which I guess, you know, is a cool concept, but I don't know. I wasn't fired up to see this. Now, the stunt, that one stunt you always see on the trailer where he goes flying off the bridge with the car collision, that looks really cool. But I don't know. This one I could wait on because, I mean, I just love the original. I'm a big fan of the Arnold original. Let's see who's in the chat here. Killy Chow is here. Good to see you, man. Of course, you know, when he shows up, you have to watch it, man. He may lose control. He could lose control at any second, especially when we start talking about the girlfriend of the show. E. Clay Thomas is here, sending out the emojis. Reed by Nature is here. Hey, good to see you, man. And then we've got, let's see, he says, I remember seeing the trailer for the first Now You See Me and was turned off by the CGI. Dude, you really should watch that first one. It's good. You don't see the ending coming, that's for sure. What was the last movie Wright had out? Has it been a while? Was his last one Baby Driver, guys? I think.
You're right.
Didn't he do that one? I thought he did that one. Hang on. Well, we'll check. We will check the Book of Armaments, as I like to call it, IMBD. Edgar Wright. Oh yeah, Shaun of the Dead. Hang on. He's known for Shaun of the Dead, World's End, all these Simon Pegg movies. Yeah, he did Baby Driver. Yeah, he did. He directed Baby
Last
Driver.
Night in Soho.
Yeah, there you go. That's the last one he did, I think. Has he done one since 2021? No, nope. It doesn't look like it. That's it. Hang on, let me get rid of some of these other ones here. Yep. Last Night in Soho was the last thing he did before this one. So
he was a producer on the Scott Pilgrim cartoon.
Well, I think he did the movie. Yeah, Scott Pilgrim versus the World. He did the movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's made some good stuff. He has. But Last Night in Soho was the last thing he did. So, yeah, there you go. To answer your question, there you go. Last Night in Soho. And I hear that one's good. I haven't seen it yet. I don't know if you guys have seen that one, but it's one that's in my back catalog to watch. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, wow. I just didn't expect... it's not that I didn't expect this to bomb as bad as it did. I was hoping it would do well just for Glenn Powell, because I do like the guy. I think he's just starting out, though. You know, we were just introduced to him in Top Gun Maverick. You know, and he's great in that movie. He was really good in Twisters too. Didn't he do Hitman on Netflix? He's had a few movies out now. And of course, you know, put what weight you want on it. His movie with Sydney Sweeney is the highest grossing comedy since the turn of the century, which really says more about the state of comedy than it does how good that movie is, right? But, Yeah, I know the girls like him. That's for sure. My wife says he's very easy on the eyes. You know what I'm saying? So, okay. Next up, let's see. Before we get off of this, did either one of you guys want to go see The Running Man? Were you thinking about going to see it over the holidays or no?
No, there's two in particular that I'm gonna see.
Yeah. Which ones are you going to see over the holidays?
Wicked and Zootopia.
Aha. Okay. Yeah. What about you, John? You going to see anything over the holidays?
Well, unless my wife drags me to Wicked too, no.
Okay. I'm getting drugged to it. I can tell you that right now. Yeah.
The next thing I know I'm going to go to, without a doubt, is in January, and that's the sequel to Greenland.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Gerard Butler's Greenland sequel. That's right. That is coming out in January. Okay. Well, we've got some news on some other movies we may be looking forward to. I don't know if we need this sequel, but Christian Bale is circling role in Michael Mann's Heat 2. And apparently Leonardo DiCaprio is attached to it as well. They've worked together before. Michael Mann made Public Enemies, which was with Johnny Depp. It was which gangster was it that they were after in that one? I can't remember. God almighty. Let me look it up real quick.
Wasn't it?
It wasn't Capone. No, this guy was a killer.
By the way, John, you sound like you're across the room.
Let's see.
Is that better?
That is much better. Let's see. Michael Mann.
That's because my microphone was across the room.
Yeah. That'll do it.
Oh, no. Public Enemies. That's what I'm searching for. Public Enemies. I remember going to see it in the theater. It was really good.
Well, this is where I would insert the Ryan Reynolds "but why" meme.
But why? Yeah, but why? Because Heat is perfect. Why even try and soil it with a sequel? You know what I mean? That's kind of dumb. Public Enemies. It was John Dillinger. That's who they were after. Yeah.
Okay.
This is based on a true story. It's got Babyface Nelson in it, Pretty Boy Floyd. Yeah, it's got all the famous 20s gangsters in it. Good movie. But I tell you what, I went and saw this in 2009. We took my and this is really a testament to Michael Mann's movies and how realistic they are. One of the shootouts in this thing, my stepson David, who's a veteran, had to get up and leave the theater for a second. Man, he was like, God, I can't take that. That's an assault on the senses. You know what I mean? Because the Tommy guns were really loud in this movie, which I'm sure they were in real life and everything. But yeah, that's the one that Christian Bale was in. He was the guy that was. I think he plays a young. Oh yeah, he's Melvin Purvis. That's right. He's an FBI agent that's after him. It's a good flick, man. It's a good one. If you haven't seen that one, highly recommend it. But getting back to the story at hand, apparently Leonardo DiCaprio was attached to this thing too. And if you've ever seen Heat, it is a fantastic movie. It's a little long, but it doesn't feel long when you watch it. Okay, and I'm with you on that one. Why make this sequel, man? First of all, the gangster from the first movie is dead, right? The bank robber, which is De Niro, he's gone. So what? I mean, and
somehow
is one of them playing the Pacino character? And if they are, he's got to be 70 years old at this point because he wasn't young in that movie, right? Yeah, it just I don't know. Don't know.
It's a prequel.
Yeah, right. Maybe it's a prequel. Maybe but it says Heat 2, so who knows? But I'm with John on this one. I don't feel a need for this sequel because if you've ever seen Michael Mann's Heat, it's one of the best movies you'll ever see about bank robbers and stuff like that. I don't usually like movies like that, but that one is really, really good, man. It's got you got Pacino and De Niro head to head, and if I remember correctly, De Niro's crew's got Val Kilmer in it, right? That's his right hand man, pretty much. It's a good movie. If you haven't seen, have you ever seen that one? Heat, Michael Mann's Heat.
I may have seen bits and pieces here or there. I don't know if I've done a full watch through of it.
It's pretty good, man. They mix a bunch of different stuff in there that's really, really good. And what's funny about it is the part where they get caught in the middle of the friggin' bank robbery, they actually use that footage to train troops on how to do cover fire in combat situations. They did a really good job with that shootout in the street. It's amazing. It's really good. And what a lot of people that remember that time will remember about that movie is right about the time that movie came out. Was it before or after that movie came out that the guys in Los Angeles covered themselves in Kevlar from head to toe and were shooting it out with the LA cops, John?
Yeah.
Was it before or after that movie?
That was after, I think.
Was it after?
I mean, it was the movie was after the incident.
Yeah, the movie was made after that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was like 92 or 93 is when that happened.
Right.
It's funny 'cause every time I hear Heat, I always think of Red Heat.
Red Heat? Really? Yeah. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
There's a reason why that stuff looks so good in Heat. Their combat advisors were two SAS veterans.
Really? Wow. That makes perfect sense. Makes absolute sense to me. Jason Fox is here. How you doing? It's good to see you. He puts his pink wavy hands up there, which my browser doesn't show.
Yeah,
but it's good to see you, man. Good to see you. Let's see. But yeah, I would highly recommend Heat if you haven't seen it. And I'm not. Well, of course, we'll keep an eye on this, but I'm not looking for much out of this sequel. There's some heavy hitters involved, though. Michael Mann, Christian Bale, and Leonardo DiCaprio. That's a pretty good triumvirate.
For you.
Okay.
Is Leonardo DiCaprio relevant anymore?
Yeah, he is.
I feel like his movies that he's been in recently, since like The Revenant, have kind of flopped.
Well, yeah, his movies have not ever been box office hits. They never have. But as far as an actor goes, yeah, he's still relevant. If his name's attached to it, people pay attention. That one that they just put out, I wasn't interested in seeing it just because of the subject matter. It looks stupid to me.
It's already on streaming.
Yeah, it is, and it just looked dumb to me. When I saw the girl firing off a fucking machine gun 8 months pregnant, I was like, no, this looks a little over the top to me, you know. But I did think it was funny when he couldn't remember the password on the phone. I thought that was pretty funny, but yeah, I think he's still relevant as far as now. I mean, do I think he's the greatest human being in the world? No, but as far as acting prowess, yeah, I think he's still good. The last thing he made that I really wanted to see, though, was Killers of the Flower Moon. And it's a period piece about some guys trying to steal oil rights from Indians in Oklahoma. It's a true story. And I haven't gotten around to seeing it yet. My daughter actually worked on the production of that movie. It was for Apple, though. And I don't see a lot of Apple movies. I mean, unless they're in the theater for a long time, you know. If it's just going straight to Apple, like Air, I haven't seen yet. I haven't seen Tetris yet. Any of those movies that come on Apple, I just don't see them because I don't have their service. So, but yeah, I think he's still relevant. John, what do you think? Does DiCaprio's name being on something make you sit up and take notice?
Not really.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think he's not quite the draw he used to be.
Yeah.
Well, and it seems like lately a lot of the movies he's been doing is with like a full cast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's not the main
basis.
guy generally. So I think that kind of mutes him a little bit, his significance.
Yeah. Well, I just know I'm a fan of his acting. I'm not a fan of the person. But
Yeah,
I'm-
and
I'm-
I like his old stuff. You know, Wolf on Wall Street is one of the best movies you'll ever see.
that's another one that I
Catch Me
have
If
not
You Can.
seen, and I need
Wolf
to
on Wall
watch.
Street. You get
Yeah.
to see, what's her name? Barbie.
Kind of like you, Knock. I've
Margot
seen a
Robbie.
bunch of stuff from
You
it,
get to
but
see
I've never
Margot
seen the
Robbie in her
movie
full
altogether.
youthful glory.
Yeah.
You know, so
Margot
good.
Robbie, yeah.
And then Catch Me If You Can is one of my favorite movies.
Catch Me If You Can is an awesome movie, and that's based on a true story. That guy, you know what that guy does now? He is the top advisor for countries when they make new currency. He teaches them how to make it to where you can't copy it, because he did all that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was a master forger because of all that shit. So, yeah. Let's see. What we got here? Martin is here. He says, "Hail, my excellent friends." Yes, good to see you.
Jason
It's,
Fox is here.
E. Clay Thomas says, "I'm pretty sure Titanic was a big hit." Yeah,
And-
it was,
no,
but
we're
that
not
was a
talking
long
about
time.
that. We're not talking about his past. That was
Right.
30 years ago.
He's talking about now.
I'm talking about right now.
Yeah.
I said still relevant. That's
And
what
and since you said that, I have to bring this up every time. You know why he didn't win an Academy Award till The Revenant, till he was an old man? Because of Titanic. When that movie came before the Academy and he wasn't nominated for Best Actor, he boycotted the Academy Awards. And the Academy has looked down their nose at him forever because of it. And I personally think myself he should have won it for playing Howard Hughes in The Aviator. He was fucking awesome in that movie. He was Howard Hughes in that flick, and they said, "Nope, you're gonna wait. You're
You know what
gonna
else
wait."
was a big hit?
Huh?
You know what else was a big hit?
What's that?
The Iceberg.
Yeah, the iceberg was a damn big hit. Everybody on board the Titanic knew about that sucker. But anyway, let's see. E. Clay says Leo was good in What's Eating Gilbert Grape because he
I don't
played
know what it is.
himself, basically. Wow.
I don't
You
even know what
think?
that is.
Oh, it's an older movie, dude. It's got him and Johnny Depp in it. He plays the younger brother of Johnny Depp, and he's
And
kind
it's
he's kind of
special.
he's a retard in it. That's the joke. That's what he's saying. He didn't have to act, right? Yeah. So anyway, all right. Well, I like the guy. I will always pay attention when a new movie comes out. But then again, I'm one of those weirdos that still keeps up with the Academy and all that good stuff. And I if Daniel Day-Lewis's name is attached to something, I always pay attention, even though it's probably not going to be any good. You know, he's gotten kind of old and stuff. But all those guys that have been doing it for years, you know, I'm a big Cruise fan. We got stuff to talk about with him today, but. Yeah, I love the guys that really put their fingerprints on films, dude. I really do. But we all know his greatest role was Critters. Was he in Critters? I don't remember that.
Was he one of the kids?
He might have been. Hang on. If only they were away. We could. If only there was something we could.
trying to think of the name. What's the Departed? Was another one.
The
of my
Departed. That's the one. Yeah, that's the one where Scorsese finally got his Academy Award. Yeah. Let's see if Leo's in the Critters movie here. Critters. I don't see him.
Uncredited.
Uncredited, right? Must be uncredited.
Yeah, I don't see him.
I thought that was Scott Grimes, somebody's saying. I think it was the third one. Okay. Now you're sending me down a rabbit hole I don't want to go into. Okay. Yeah. I'll let somebody else do that. But anyway. Okay. So.
Yeah, he was in 3.
He was in 3? Okay. Gotcha. Wow. Critters 3. His greatest role ever, huh? I don't know. about
Nobody
all that.
else was in Critters 3.
Nobody else but Leo was in it.
Yeah,
It was a
he's the
solo
only name
show.
that came out of it.
All right, we have got. Guess what?
Chicken butt.
Yeah, chicken butt. Exactly. We got a new live action coming from Disney. Moana live action trailer reveals first footage of Catherine. Oh, I'm not even going to butcher that name.
Lagaya.
Lag-
Lagaya.
Ligaya. That's how I'm going to say it because I don't want to say Ligaya. That just sounds so bad. And Dwayne Johnson. Okay, so I've got this queued up. Hang on a second. It's 59 seconds long. Let's see if they can actually get something rolling with Moana when it comes to live action. We'll see. We will check this out and see, boys and girls. It's loading. Here we go. All right. Let me get this where we can see it. And we'll let her rip. This is the live action teaser for Moana.
I am a girl who loves my island, and the girl who loves the sea. It calls.
That looks a lot like the cartoon right there.
It's a shot-for-shot remake.
Yeah, it looked like that's what they're going to do. Wow. I see a lot of CGI. Whole lot of CGI
live,
going
live
on.
action.
It's live action. It's live action.
It's live action CGI.
It's live action CGI.
If the wind in my sail on the sea stays behind me.
Damn, that's Avatar levels of CGI right there. Holy shit. Wow. Okay. Live action.
One day I'll know how far I'll go. I am Moana.
Not yet.
Okay, then.
Rated R.
Yeah. Live action. Wow. Okay.
It's live action like Lion King was live action.
Exactly. That's what I told.
That's what I mentioned before the show.
My wife is a huge Lion King fan. She is a freaking 4-year-old when it comes to Lion King. She loves it, right? And we went and saw the Lion King live action. And I was like, Rhonda, you do understand it's still animated. It's just animated with computers instead of, ink. Let's see.
Yeah, I think someone needs to explain live action to Hollywood. And
Right?
they can know,
I mean,
live action means real.
Every
thing.
bit of that looked
Not
like it was
CGI.
CGI'd, man. What the hell, dude?
Might as well call every Marvel movie live action.
Yeah, they're live action. Yeah. They're not cartoonish at all. Oh, yeah, no, it's not for me. But then again, they're not making that for me. I have to remember that all the time. They're not making that for me. They're making that for kids. They'll enjoy it. They will go in droves. Huh?
I want the live action Big Hero 6.
Yeah, right? How are they going to make that big, sucker? What are they going to do? Put somebody in a big sumo suit or something like that? What do you think?
Yep.
Oh, man, that's too funny. Okay, next up. This one, my gosh. There's two companies that are going to make money no matter what they do, and that's Nintendo and Apple. If they have those names and they put out something as small as a sticker, they're going to make money with it. Apple's iPhone Pocket is a $230 gadget mankini. We tried it out to size it up.
Apple's
yeah.
Labubu.
What in the hell, man?
What's
What
a
in the hell?
Labubu?
Let's take a look at this thing. It's a man purse.
And when I first saw the name Pocket, I thought it was just a mini iPhone, which would have been pretty cool.
Right.
I always dug the mini stuff. We had there was a really fun time where the gimmick was to make things smaller, right?
Yeah.
Smaller,
They had the mini pads?
Yeah, and
There was
then
an iPad that was small.
all of a sudden
mini-
it's like, hey,
Yeah.
you could get a bigger screen now. It's like, what's going on, man? They're just out of ideas.
Yep. Yeah, it's crazy. Look at this, man. They're basically selling you a sock with a strap on it.
Yep.
That's a sock with a strap on it, folks.
And it's sold out because I don't know, because
Because it's Apple, dude. There are I'm telling you right now, Foxy's one of them. She is an Apple addict. She had every new Apple thing that came out there for a while. She has an iWatch. She was the first in the house to get one of those iPencils that I use all the time now, because I can draw my comic book with it. But the only reason why I got an iPad to begin with was to watch movies at work, because I had a lot of downtime. I was monitoring furnaces, you know what I mean? To stay awake at night, I'd watch something on the iPad, you know what I mean? Let's see.
And you got a little bot there and a kick there.
Yeah, as usual. I'm not even paying attention to those. But yeah. Oh, wait. Let's see. Jason says, I want Toy Story live action, Chucky style. Right? Oh my God. Let's see. We also have in the chat a gentleman that is a fan of the show, but you can't tell what his name is because it says Fuck Headquarters 2005, but that's not his name.
There are some who call me Tim.
Tim is in the house. It's good to see you, my friend. And he also drops those 3 little letters that we love so much. Those 3 little letters.
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
All right. He says, let's fucking go. And I'm going to get over here and get rid of this bot real quick. Hang on. Boom. There we go. All right. So, E. Clay Thomas says, you can't blame Apple for making this crap. If people will buy it, then sell it to them. Yes. Don't hate the play. I think what he's trying to say is don't hate the player, hate the game. Because, yeah, all you have to do is slap the Apple logo on it, and it's sold. People are going to buy it. No doubt about it. Uh-oh. And Keely Chow comes in with a hot, here we go.
Yeah, there you go.
That's right. Here we go. Apple fanatics getting Apple shit. What the hell, man?
They've got to use mind control or something.
What is it?
They've got to use mind control or something.
No, it's just there are a couple of
There are
brands.
people that just want to be relevant for the sake of relevance.
Exactly. This is a fashion statement to these techies. I'm telling you.
It's just not even really techies. It's the just brain dead.
Yeah, it's
It's
ridiculous.
there's nothing techie about fashion.
Well, I'm talking about the people that love Apple products, man. But Nintendo's the same way. You can't tell me they don't have a niche group of people that if they sold a Nintendo turd, people would buy that.
No, they had that. Remember, they had that Nintendo cardboard.
Yeah,
that cardboard contraption. People bought that shit.
they bought it. It's just There's certain brands people will buy anything with its logo on it. They will. They know their customers, man, and like who is this? Yeah, E. Clay Thomas said, yeah, you can't blame them. You can't blame them at all. Next up, we got Taylor Sheridan's first spinoff of Yellowstone, set to start in March of 2026. It's called Y Marshals. Now, what they're doing is they're putting the Y apostrophe on the front of these spinoffs. I think there's going to be another one. This one has to do with Casey's family. Now, my wife is a little bit concerned because she looked it up, and it looks like Casey's wife isn't on the cast list for this thing. So that doesn't sound good. I really, she's one of my favorite parts of his storyline. You know what I mean?
Sadly, she's gone. Ran over by a car.
Right. Who knows?
And he's gonna have to deal with that emotionally for the next 3 seasons.
Right. That's it.
Grand piano fell on him from nowhere.
Right. But I'm looking forward to that one. Hey, Wolverine, it's good to see you, man. It's good to see you. But yeah, apparently he's going to be a U.S. Marshal in it. So I'm looking forward to that one. I know, Knock, that you haven't watched any of the Yellowstone verse. John, have you seen any of this stuff?
Just the 1923.
Just 1923? Okay. You should watch the rest of it. It's good. But this is my favorite character on it, so I'm really looking forward to this, man. This is the guy that's got a military background. He was in the teams and special forces. So, yeah, he's the killer of the bunch, man. When they really need somebody to take care of something. Well, you know, in 1923, the whole thing is Spencer getting home because he's the killer, right? He's the guy he's the war vet. Well, this is the war vet in the modern day one, and he's the youngest son of Kevin Costner's character in it. So he was my favorite guy in the series. I dug him. Thought he was awesome. But it has a lot to do with the Indian culture too, because his wife is Indian, and his son is half Indian, and he has a lot to do with Chief Rainwater and his crew on the reservation, you know. So it's really good. You guys, you should really watch that sometime. Anyway, I'm looking forward to that. It's in March, so you guys if you're a Yellowstone fan, that's going to be the first one. I think they're going to have another spinoff about Rip and Beth having their own ranch as well. So, and I don't know if it's in Texas or not, but near the end of the series, she does tell him she bought him a ranch. So, anyway, it's going to be good to see that one continue too, because Beth, she's a force of nature on this show. Okay, next up, this one is near and dear to, I know, Knox's heart, and it probably is John too, if I know him. Stargate to return to TV with new primetime video series. Stargate is back
Prime Video,
with...
not primetime.
Well, it says Prime Video.
You said primetime video.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Yeah, well, my brain is old, and sometimes it just shoots shit out there. Let's see. Oh, look at this. Wolverine's a fan, too. He says, hell yes. Yeah, okay, man. I got you. Stargate is back with Stargate Atlantis writer Martin Gero, set to write and produce a new series on Prime Video. So, yeah, Stargate fans, it's coming back, apparently. This is the first word. I don't think they have any release. You read the article. Does it have any release dates or anything like that, bud?
No, it's going to be probably a year or two.
This is in production, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Set to write and produce. So it's not even, nobody's cast yet. Nothing has been started yet. But it's the first news we've had about Stargate in over a decade. So that's all we've been wanting.
Yeah, man. I mean,
It's just been rumor mill for the last decade, and now we finally have something.
Yeah.
Jack O'Neill's going to have 3 L's in his name.
3 L's?
It's a running joke in the series, Joe, because Richard Dean Anderson was the second Jack O'Neill.
Mm-hmm.
And so the first, I guess the first one had 1 L.
Yeah.
In the movie.
Oh my God! Really? Okay.
And so he's like, yeah, no, that's the other guy, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so he has 2 L's in the TV series.
Yeah.
It was like a running joke. So.
Mm-hmm. All right. I don't know how they're going to do that without making it a prequel. Are you talking about the Yellowstone, or? Because he said this about the Yellowstone one. He said that kind of goes against the character. He gave up being a game and fish agent.
How about let's
to
not
work
talk about
his
all
ranch.
these things that went on in the show. So.
Well, I mean, yeah, we can, but I just want to finish what he's saying here. Yeah, I mean, who knows? Maybe his wife died and he decided to go back to do it. Who knows? Let's see. He says Stargate. He's wondering how they can do this without making it a prequel. Why? Did they have some horrific end to everybody in Stargate?
Well, you know what's funny is I never watched the second season of Stargate Universe, so I don't know what happens in that one.
Uh-huh.
But I don't see any reason why this would affect the general, Stargate on Earth.
Right. Okay. What, John?
Well, because Atlantis is on Earth now.
Right.
So
if they make that canon, it just depends on what they do with what was before. I mean, it hasn't been announced yet if this is going to be a continuation.
Right. We don't know if it. Yeah.
It could be based off the first movie for all we know.
Right. It could be a direct.
So,
yeah.
They can do whatever they want with it. We don't care. I don't give a shit. If they said none of the other ones mattered, I'm fine with that. I just want to see people go on missions through a Stargate that go to other planets. That's all I want.
Yeah.
That's all.
According to Wolverine, he says one of the Stargate writers already said it will be a continuation, not
That's
a reboot.
fine. But that still doesn't mean they need a prequel. They just continue what they were doing. It's been 10, 15 years. They could just be, it's 10, 15 years. They have 30 minutes in the first episode. Here's what's happened in the last 10 years. And then you move on.
Yeah. All I know is it's exciting news for people that are fans of this TV show. I haven't seen an episode of it. I've seen clips of it and stuff with Jason Momoa in it and stuff like that because I know that's where he got started.
Joe, what you and your wife do with The Walking Dead,
that's
Stargate for me.
Oh, really? You watch it over and over again? Yeah.
So many times. I've had DVDs. I have all the DVDs of the first 10 seasons. I have Atlantis. It's funny if I have a little time for an anecdote.
Yeah, go.
The reason I never finished, and I might have to now, but the reason I never finished Universe was because you guys know Battlestar Galactica.
Yes.
The more recent one.
Yes. I've seen them all.
That's the one I watched. So there's a story that Commander Adama has in him. He's talking to President Roslin. Is that there was a book that he never finished. Okay, and he said he never finished the book because if he finished it, then it would end.
Right.
So he never finished the book because he never wanted to know what the ending was.
So that's why you haven't watched Universe.
In my head, I never watched the second season of Universe because in that way, Stargate never officially finished for me. So if this does actually happen, I might actually have to watch the second season of Stargate Universe, which I never have to this day.
All right. Well, there you go. Me personally, I'm a huge fan of the Kurt Russell movie with James Spader. I mean, just too awesome. I loved it. Friggin', what was it I used to tell people? I said, leave it to the U.S. Air Force to start a revolution on another planet. You know what I mean? I thought it was great, dude. I really did. Thought it was really, really good.
One of my favorite things about one of the movies is that they go into like this warped reality or like, different time, whatever. And in that one, the Navy has control of the Stargate.
Wow.
Which is pretty funny.
Universe never had an ending anyway.
No, it just
got canceled.
I'm aware of that. I'm just saying, still, I haven't watched any of the episodes. So.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you guys are excited, man, because,
cautiously optimistic.
If we need some good sci-fi, man. We haven't had it in a while. We haven't really had it. I mean, I don't think Predator is it. I mean, Predator was decent, but it's not blow your socks off. The only thing blows your socks off in that movie is the action in it. The fight scenes are pretty cool in it. But as far as the story goes, it's mid. But, yeah, Stargate. I will definitely have to at least give it a try.
I think you would really enjoy it.
The original series.
90s.
Oh, you know Dallas, my buddy Dallas that we play DCUO with, my best friend? He's got every episode of every fucking version of Stargate on discs. He's got physical media of it. He loves it.
I have the physical media too. It's one of my all-time favorites. I watch the shit out of the DVDs.
Yeah. Okay, next up. Get ready, boys and girls. Knock the dust off of your old games and stuff. GameStop Trade Anything Day. Full list of requirements. What is excluded? Blah, blah, blah. This comes by way of Newsweek, of all people. Apparently, GameStop is doing Trade Anything on December 6th. Allows customers to trade just about anything, including taxidermy animals for in-store credit. Oh, good God, really? I thought they were just talking about friggin' video game stuff. That's crazy. Okay, so that's on the 6th. Are you going to be dumping some stuff over there, man?
I don't know. I wouldn't want to be in line waiting for other people to, turn their shit.
Yeah, that could take forever.
I feel so bad. If those workers didn't hate their job enough,
December 6th, they're going to hate it. That's for sure.
I just be like, I'm taking that day off, which I know for them would probably be a blacklist date. I mean, I would be surprised if they had any days off in December because of, retail. But, yeah, all leave is canceled.
I hear you. Jason Fox says, wait until next book, a sci-fi space opera. Very cool, man. Pluribus is a good sci-fi show. Really? I was wondering what that was about. I mean, all we got was that girl howling in the middle of this damn street as the teaser for it. I don't even know what that's about. Is that already on? That's an Apple TV one, isn't it?
Basically, a virus like COVID made everybody super polite.
What?
I think that's, yeah. Unless somebody was just BSing me.
Wow.
You know, one of my favorite movies of all time, Christian Bale, Equilibrium.
Yeah.
The movie where the pill makes them not, or whatever they take.
I
Makes
call
them
that
don't
the
have-
poor man's Matrix. Yeah.
No, there was no robots in it. It was literally just you take a pill and you don't have feelings. Like that. There's nothing Matrix about that. But okay,
It's an alternate reality they live in. Yeah. And then you stop taking the stuff, and all of a sudden, now you're woke up to everything. Yeah. Yeah. It's a poor man's Matrix.
Well, it's done by the guy that did Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul.
Oh,
I've been catching up on my Better Call Saul. I'm on the last season.
really?
Yeah, Vince Gilligan.
Okay. Gilligan.
Yeah.
Let's go on a 3-hour tour.
Yeah. The main character is one of only 13 people in the world immune to the effects of the joining, resulting from an extraterrestrial virus that transformed the world's population into a peaceful and content hive mind.
Holy shit.
Bugs.
It's communism. What a deal.
You've been hit by the commies.
That's it. Well, don't forget, Trade Anything Day is the 6th of December. So go and pester all those GameStop employees. I'm sure Camelot will be doing a lot of videos around that time.
$10 of in-game credit for your Ferrari.
Right, for your Ferrari. Good Lord. Speaking of video games, we got our first look at the live action The Legend of Zelda production gets underway. Nintendo unveils first look at photos. This is the first one they've got. And,
Guys, did you know Zelda's a girl?
Yeah, I did know Zelda was a girl. I did. Link is the main character in the game, isn't he?
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
I've never played it, so I
He
wouldn't
has
know.
no speaking roles. But yeah.
And look what's right over here, right next to this story. Stargate TV series. Man, they're all over this thing. Every friggin' rag out
This
there.
is why I waited for it to be official news before ever saying anything about it.
Right.
I never believed what they said before. It
Yeah.
was always rumor mill.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got this picture here of Zelda and Link.
There are people complaining because Zelda's got a weapon.
Okay.
It is a little
Okay, why is
weird.
that?
Well,
Have you-
she's like Princess Peach, right?
Okay.
Except now in Super Mario, Princess Peach can fight anything and everything in the latest movie with Chris Pratt. But yeah, it's basically she never fights.
Okay.
Well,
All right.
she does in some of the later games, doesn't she?
I have no idea.
Because
I'm
I've
not
seen
a
screenshots with her and her bow.
Could be. She could be in Super Smash Brothers. I don't know.
Well, I don't know. She looks good. She got pointy ears, which she's supposed to. She's an elf, right? Or some shit like that.
The
They've all
main
got-
question is, does he ever talk? Because that's when you ruin it.
Really? Link's a mute?
He's a mute, yeah. He
Wow.
makes noises.
Okay.
Yeah, he makes noises. That's it. Yeah. 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 That's him swinging his sword. You
Oh,
know,
okay.
at bushes and whatnot.
Gotcha.
That's
Gotcha.
it. That's all he does.
That's all he
Zelda
does.
talks, but he doesn't.
Okay. Well,
He's of that that time period where main protagonists don't talk.
Well, I think he talked in that really bad animated one on like Sega CD or something, whatever it was on, or Nintendo 64 or whatever.
Either way,
so what do you guys think? Does it look good? What do you think? I mean, as far as the outfits and everything, does it look like it's game accurate or anything like that?
it's very basic medieval looking stuff.
It is. It really is.
That's all they really need. Is it going to have the cool shield? You
I am not the guy that could tell you anything about this because
No,
I've
I
never
played
played
it on-
this game.
I played it on 64, and that's really it. I'm actually intimidated by the more recent games. They're huge. And I don't know. I haven't been wanting to tackle them.
Yep. Okay. Well, those of you in the chat, if you've played Zelda, if you're a big fan, let us know what you think. And yes, I'm monitoring the big green play button. So if you're over there, give me a holler over there and let me know what you think of it. But yeah, they've got the first pictures out, and it's well underway. The production is underway.
And I will say this, from that picture, it looks live action.
Yeah, as
Which is
opposed
crazy.
to Disney's
It's crazy
live action,
standard to have
these
these
look
days.
like living, breathing people.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a great. We'll see when the first trailer drops. When we see the big baddies in it.
Right.
But from that picture, at least, it looks real.
It looks like live action.
Crazy that's a standard for live action these days. For it to look real.
Well, guys, probably the last big movie star, guy who can put his name on the marquee and people will go see the movie, finally got an Oscar this week. The governor's ball was held this week, and this is governors plural. This is the governors of the Motion Picture Academy got together and gave out their honorary Oscars this week, and one of them went to Tom Cruise. And I got to tell you, I'm really happy about this. He's been nominated 2 or 3 times for Oscars and not ever won one. And I don't know. I mean, unless they gave out Oscars for stunts, I don't think he ever would have won one. But, I've loved this guy's movies, and every time I miss one of his movies and don't go see it, it's an awesome movie. The last movie that I did not go see in the theater of his was Edge of Tomorrow. And when I saw it on friggin' at home, I was like, oh shit, this would have been badass on the big screen, But I have gone to see everything since in the theater. The guy, you can say what you want about him, Scientology, all that bullshit. This guy loves movies. He always has. You know what I mean? And the quote here says, "Making film is not what I do; it's who I am." Cruise said while accepting an honorary Oscar at a ceremony at which Dolly Parton, Wynn Thomas, and Debbie Allen were also feted. They all got. All of them were there except for Dolly Parton. She was somewhere else, but she did do a video acceptance speech. And Cruise, to his credit, he didn't make his speech about himself at all. He sat there and he went on for at least 1.5 to 2 minutes about everybody else that got these awards other than him. You know what I mean? Wow. It was amazing, some of the stuff he said. I've got it queued up here, and I do want to show you a couple of snippets of it. This really was pretty cool, man. He got a standing ovation at the beginning of it. You know that. Let me go ahead and share this real quick. Hang on. I got to change what I'm sharing here. But yeah, I recommend you go watch his speech. If you're a film lover, he is too. You can tell by what he's saying in it. And yeah, like I said, I've always loved Tom Cruise as a filmmaker. Yeah, he's half crazy as a human being, but let me see. Of course, he was sitting. Hang on, let me go ahead and play the beginning of this, because check out who he's sitting right next to.
Tom, it's my honor to present you with this Governor Award.
That's Steven Spielberg hugging him. But he went up there, and the first thing of course, they're clapping for him for a while. They gave him, that's Lou Diamond Phillips, believe it or not. It's pretty cool. They had a lot of people there at this thing. But when he started talking, you can tell he's a big movie fan, big time.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Alejandro. Thank you so much. It really means a great deal to me that you're here, my friend. We all saw Amores Perros 25 years ago.
See, he didn't make any of this about himself.
I've seen every one of your films since then. I mean, you are extraordinary. Your work is beautiful, it's truthful, it's so very human. You always strive for excellence. And to have been able to make that film with you has just been one of the great privileges of my career. And thank you. Thank you so much. Can't wait for you all to see the film next year and see what he did, you know. I really want to take a moment. I want to acknowledge my fellow honorees, you know, Wynn, Thomas.
He goes through, and I'm telling you, he went on and on about these people for a while. But when he starts talking about himself is what's really cool.
With all of you. And everyone in this room. I mean, you should see what y'all look like from here. What a room. I mean, my God, it's just incredible. The studios, you know, the agencies, the artists, the storytellers. I thank you. You know, I see all of your all's work, and believe me, you inspire me, you challenge me, and you expand, in my mind, what I think is possible. And you're all my friends. And it's an honor to be here with you all tonight. So thank you. And I want to thank...
I wish I could get to the
whole
spot.
Journey has been shared. And
yeah, he doesn't
my love
talk
for
about
cinema
it.
began when I, very early age, I mean, as early as I can remember, I was this little kid in this darkened theater, and I remember that beam of light, it just cut across the room, and I remember looking up, and it seemed to me that it just exploded on the screen. And suddenly the world was so much larger than the one that I knew. You know, entire cultures and lives and landscapes, and all of it was just unfolding in front of me. And it sparked something in me. It sparked a hunger for adventure, a hunger for knowledge, a hunger to understand humanity, to create characters, to tell a story, to see the world. And it opened my eyes. It opened my imagination to the possibility that life could expand far beyond the boundaries that I then perceived in my own life. And that beam of light opened a desire in me. It opened the world to me. And I have been following it ever since.
And he talks about how every day after that, he was either, as a kid, he was either trying to make money for a ticket or figure out a way, if he didn't have enough money, figure out a way to get in the theater anyway. But it went on for a while. He at one point he had everybody that worked with him on a movie stand up in there and told them all, "You're the reason why I do this, and the audience is the reason why I do this." I dig the guy. I think he's awesome. I'm a huge fan. What do you guys think of Tom Cruise? John, what do you think of him, bud?
I like a lot of his movies. I think he's an excellent actor. He's probably the last of the actual movie stars left.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yep. What do you think of him there, Knoxter?
Well, I'm obviously not as big a fan as you are, but
yeah,
he's fine. I like his movies fine, but I never really got into the Mission Impossible movies.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I may binge them someday, like I did the Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I don't watch them, it'll be lost to me.
I did see the last one, so I am caught up on the Mission Impossible series.
Oh yeah, did you like it? Nah.
It was okay. There were good parts, but
it existed.
Yeah, you guys can't trust my opinion of it. I thought it was great because I'm a big Mission Impossible nerd. You guys know that.
Let me just put it this way: I don't think they stuck the landing.
You don't think it stuck the landing? Yeah. See,
yeah.
I love the fact that they had, the guy from the first one being a critical part of it. For, the guy he basically screwed over in the first movie, was helping him out and everything. And look, but it's not just the Mission Impossible movies, guys. This dude has been making movies, God, since the 80s. They actually, they brought up a story about whenever he was, who was it? It was the guy that introduced him, the Mexican director. I can't remember the guy's name.
Alejandro, something.
I can't remember his full name, but it was Alejandro's his first name. Anyway, he told a story that he relayed to him about the first movie he was on. which was Taps in 1981.
Yeah.
And he told a story of him, Sean Penn invited him to come over and spend the night at his house. And they drove over to Jack Nicholson's house and sat outside. And we're talking about how we got to get to this point in our acting careers someday, right? You know? And then he got to work with him on A Few Good Men later on. You know what I mean? And it's his movie. If you look at his filmography, man, it is freaking awesome, dude.
Listen, I won't watch Tom Cruise again until he plays the talent agent guy from Tropic Thunder. Okay.
Yeah.
Until he plays the
and
agent role
there's
again.
talk of him doing that. But
I
here's the
need
thing.
that.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I mean, they actually. I think it was during the introduction of him that the guy glazed over that. He said, and we can't forget, he's talking about his major roles, and he said we can't forget about what was that guy's name? I don't remember the character's name, but he said we don't want to talk about him too much because there's too many guys in this room just like him. Right? Because there's a lot of producers and shit in there. God, what was that guy's name? See, that's going to bug me. That's going to bug me.
Yeah. By the way, Knock, if you haven't seen Taps, I can
Dude,
recommend
you
it.
would love Taps, man. It's a great fucking movie. It really is. I saw it when it came out in the theater, John. I was in ROTC in high school. So, we were amped for that fucking movie, man. We loved it. We thought it was awesome.
I didn't see it till HBO, but yeah.
Really? Oh, dude, I went and saw it in the theater. But anyway, hang on. Let's take a look at this real quick, though. Let me mute it so I won't get driven absolutely crazy. I don't think we'll get hit for this. I hope not.
Endless Love.
There he is in Taps with that beret. The Outsiders. Risky Business. Legend. Top Gun. Color of Money. Look at these movies. Cocktail's probably the worst one. Days of Thunder's awesome. I don't even like NASCAR, and I love that movie. Yeah, his filmography.
I think 95 is when I started seeing him. 94, 95.
Magnolia's awesome. They brought that movie up,
Minority Report was awesome.
Yep. War of the Worlds was decent. Yeah.
Tropic Thunder, yeah.
Yeah.
Valkyrie was a good one.
Mm-hmm. All these movies are decent, dude.
Edge of Tomorrow for sure.
Mummy's probably the worst one he made. That's probably, and it's not his fault,
I still don't plan to see that one.
I actually liked The Mummy better than I liked Born on the 4th of July.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, his filmography is nuts, man. And I'm look, I can't say enough cool things about him. But now the person, yeah, I think he's half crazy. But you know what? Most of the guys in Hollywood are half crazy. Even the guys that we like, you know what I mean? Even the guys that are in line with, like, I'd say that probably Clint Eastwood or Kurt Russell is probably most in line with the way I think about things. But they're both nutty as hell too. I mean, Rock
of Ages was pretty bad.
Yeah, it was. Rock of Ages was bad. Lex Grossman, there's the name. Then look, Wolverine. They've talked about doing his own movie, but I don't see how they can do that. Let's see, Matt. It's good to see you. He says, I like Tom, but his issue is that he comes across phony even when he's genuine. Yeah, I know. A lot of people say that, but and Rock of Ages did suck. I didn't like that one. And really, when it comes to him, and I don't know that you can say he's phony though. He's very passionate. It's just the things that he's passionate about is freaking half crazy. Some of the shit he's talking about, but yeah, I'm just glad he finally got an Oscar. This guy's been busting his ass in Hollywood. You can say what you want about him. Is there anybody else getting up in front of every major movie he makes these days when Hollywood's in trouble saying, thanks for coming, we made this for you? Is anybody doing that? No, this guy does. He did it before Mission Impossible. If you went and saw that at the theater, he did the same thing he did at the beginning of Top Gun. He said, "We made this for you." He actually saw him in an interview. You know, the biplane chase at the end of it. He said they'd actually been working on those stunts for a decade. He'd just been trying to figure out a place to put it in a movie. You know what I mean? So yeah, I dig the guy. I think he's awesome, and I'm really happy to see him get an Academy Award. I hope he gets another one. You know, I hope he gets one for acting or whatever. You know, that would be cool. All right, so we're gonna continue to talk about Tom here in a second, but it's going to be while we're checking out something else. Because you know what, guys, it's time. We're about a little bit over halfway. It's time for us to check in on the girlfriend of the show. I think you know who we're talking about.
How do you want me to handle the Sydney issue?
The Sydney issue?
Well, we should have a consensus on how the White House is going to handle it.
Well, I certainly hope the Sydney issue refers in some way to a problem that we're having with Australia, because if it's anything other than that,
Mr. President, Ms.
Sweeney?
To see you.
Have her come in, please. I am finished here.
Yes, sir.
There is no Sydney issue.
Yeah, it's time to check out Sydney. What do we got here? Oh, man, here we go. The ducks are flying. Look out. Keely Chow in the house. Can't control himself because the girl's on the screen. What the hell? Well, apparently she was smoozing with Tom Cruise at the governor's get-together there. The Governor Awards. I'm not even going to put the sound on for this because it's not you can't hear what they're saying. But, yeah, they were dishing for a little bit there. Old Sydney and Tom. And one thing he had said during his acceptance speech is that he was hoping he didn't break any more bones trying to make movies. You know what I mean? It was pretty funny. But Sydney was there. And a lip reader actually broke down what he was telling her. Let's see. It says, cinema, it takes me around the world. It helps me to appreciate and respect differences. It shows me also our shared humanity and how alike we are in so many ways. He added, and no matter where I come from in the theater, we laugh together, we feel together, we hope together, and all that good stuff. Yeah, it's pretty cool that they were hanging out together. I'm sure he.
How people normally talk to each other about, you know.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, normal stuff. Yeah. Next up, did Euphoria 3's cast rap party due to Sydney Sweeney? Did they miss it? Fuels rumors of her rift with Zendaya. Apparently, they had a rap party for wrapping up the shooting on season 3, and Sydney's the only one that showed up. The rest of them didn't show up. None of the rest of the cast showed up to it. So that's kind of strange. I would say that's kind of weird. You know what I mean? I mean, there's a whole lot more than Zendaya there. The whole cast didn't show up to it. That's really strange, man. Wonder what's going on with that. But then we get to
jealousy.
Huh?
It's called jealousy.
I think it is too. I think it's Zendaya watching her back too. The Duck Master. That's right, Martin. He is the Duck Master. Tom was like, "Have you seen Taps? Because I'm gonna tap that ass." Clay, you're crazy. But anyway, yeah, we got more pics from the premiere of the Christie movie in New York. Look at the size of that Kit Kat, man. What the hell? That's her and Christy Martin.
See, that's the Kit Kat that people want for
Yeah.
Christmas, that big Kit Kat bar, but all you
Yes.
get is like just the bunch of minis in the box,
Right.
shaped as a Kit Kat, you know. So.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's got to be chicken and waffles in some way, because I see chicken fingers and waffles. So that's not really how you eat that, though.
I mean, IHOP does it.
Yep. She's on Good Morning America. Yeah, she's just a classic beauty, man. She really is. And then this last one is from the governor's ball. They shot some pictures of her. Very Marilyn Monroe-esque.
Definitely old Hollywood looking.
Yep, yep. This girl knows how to do it, man. She really does.
And that's why she's hated.
That's why she's dug by so many, and that's why she's very polarizing for that reason. That's why she's polarizing. All right, boys and girls, that's it for Sydney Sweeney this week. That is it for her. Let me see what else we got in here. There's a rumor here we could talk about, but I don't even know if I want to bring that up.
It's not about the money. It's about the Oscar.
Right? Yeah. Let's see. The Rock and Sydney have both learned playing little-known fighters doesn't make a lot of money. Yeah, they have. But I don't think they expected that Christie movie to make a lot of money, because I follow boxing and I didn't even know who she was. But then again, I don't follow female boxing. You know what I mean? That's a sport I really, the only reason why I know some of the UFC ones is because they become wrestlers. Boxers don't. They don't become wrestlers. You know what I mean?
Or vice versa.
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar was wrestler before UFC.
Yep. Yes, he was. Okay. So I do have this story from Park Place, and I guess we can touch on this. Probably won't take us too long. But it is a rumor that Saudi Arabia will bring back the Snyderverse in possible Warner Brothers deal. Now, this is complete rumor, first of all, because we don't even know if the Saudis are going to be allowed to buy that company. I think a lot of people are saying that the Exchange Commission is going to get involved in this and stuff. So the rumor is that the Saudis want to supply, I think, Paramount with the money. Is that right? Something like that. But Snyder has been putting up pictures of Henry Cavill again. He said he found this the other day, a 4x5 Polaroid, rare color. I love the photo. It is pure Superman. That's from Zack Snyder's page this week. And then this one says, are you getting ready? Restore the Snyderverse. November 17th trend. Whatever that means. I don't know what that's about.
The Snyderverse are trying to get the...
they're trying to get it going. Yeah. And
it would be pretty funny if we started getting a competition between Gunverse and Snyderverse.
Well, I got to tell you guys, I'm here for it.
Yeah,
I would love it.
It would only make it better.
Yes.
Competition breeds.
Competition makes everything better. No doubt.
This is why Madden has gone to shit. It had no competition.
Right. Back in the days,
now there's at least a college game, but it's made by the same creators.
It's made by the same people. Yeah.
But it is still somewhat competition. But still.
That's not competition. Matt says Trump is so pro-Saudi, so the government may not try to stop it. Well, we'll see what happens, man.
Well, he's not a king, so you know.
No, he's not a king, and he was over there today. I was eating lunch with my mother, and he was speaking over there today.
No, he was here. The prince came over here.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Oh,
and
okay.
he basically doubled his amount of investment. He was almost to $1 trillion now.
Wow, that's crazy.
And then he got a bunch. He's got like another. He had this economic dinner. He got like another $200 million from some other companies.
Yeah, but this could be just like I said. This is rumor, guys. This is the Snyder stands trying to get this rolling again. But Zach, as you can see, is fueling the fire. Okay, Yeah, he's in a couple of these pictures, and one of them's from his ex. So, you know, we'll see what happens. It's going to be interesting to see. Like Knock just said, competition breeds really good stuff. I would be cool with having a Snyderverse and then a Gunverse. If you're a fan of either one of the guys, you know, I would rather the Snyderverse myself, but you know, some people prefer what James Gunn's doing. You know, I think that Warner Brothers is completely stupid for not having Henry Cavill play Superman in whatever the fuck they're doing. I mean, you know, nothing against Corn Sweat, but a lot of people think that's Superman. You know what I mean? He's been the best Superman since Christopher Reeve, and we'd love to have Christopher Reeve, but even if he hadn't been paralyzed, he'd still be too old to play the part.
I have a question for the
Go
people.
ahead.
It seems like the last two major roles that Henry Cavill has had, he's basically been kicked out. I wonder why. Is he that hard to work with that
he didn't
wants
get
to be
kicked
so
out of The
pure
Witcher?
to
He
material
quit The
that-
Witcher.
He quit The Witcher.
He quit The Witcher.
He left.
He didn't get
You
kicked
can
out
say
of
what
that.
you want. You can say what you want.
No.
Either way, he left his two prominent roles in whatever reason before they ended.
He left because they were going away from the books, and he's a geek.
I'm not talking about the reason why. I'm just saying, is there something with him that he just can't finish? Is there always going to be a reason? You know, let's talk about the Wolverine thing, right? Or whatever he jumps into. Warhammer. He's got Warhammer up next, right? Something like that. I'm curious if he's ever going to be able to finish a project for whatever reason.
Yeah.
I'm kind of curious because this is two different ones for two different circumstances, two different reasons for leaving it, but it just seems like the fans always get left hanging when we know what guy we want for the role, but he doesn't end up being there forever.
Yeah,
That's not on him.
Yeah. I was
The
fixing to
Witcher one
say.
you can put
Is
on
it?
him.
Is it not? I mean,
The
that's
Witcher
my
is.
question. Is it really not on him? It's happened
It's
twice.
not on him.
The Witcher is on him. He left because
Yeah,
they
he
were,
walked from
he
that
walked because they weren't doing The Witcher justice. So he's like, if you're not going to follow the books, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
And that's why we got Tenmu Witcher now.
He got let go from Superman because James Gunn wanted to do all new people.
Yep.
And he let him go. So, yeah, and that's understandable. I understand both of the reasons why he left, and I understand what you're talking about. Is he ever going to finish anything? You know, I mean,
Is he going to be allowed?
is he going to start
anything?
Warhammer 40K, right? And not like the direction of that and leave that too, right? I think they know at this point after the Witcher experience that you better be on board with staying to canon with it, or he's not going to be
I feel
there.
like I feel like with all that he's done, he needs to get his agent to draw up a better contract that says, "Hey, this is what I want from this show, and if I can't get this, if you're going to go away from this far apart, then I'm just not going to start it."
Yeah.
You
Right.
know, some
Yeah,
kind of guarantee, you know, because he's a draw,
Mhm.
right? People
It's a
when he
huge
does a
draw.
role, you know, people want to see him. They don't give a shit about the character, and they do, but when he performs it the way he does, you know, I feel like, I don't know, he's got to get something in his contract that says, "Look, you guys, you can't be doing weird shit with these characters."
Now, you got to remember, in the Superman case, it wasn't just him they unasked. They unasked the entire universe. They rebooted the whole fucking thing. It wasn't just him. You know what I mean? So, let's see. Matt says, maybe Cavill and George R.R. Martin should team up in that case, right?
Oh, shit, nothing will ever get done.
Yeah, so they could finish their projects, right? Look how Warner Brothers treated Cavill at the end. Strung him along, that they did. Tell him he was still Superman, then firing him. Yeah, they did. That was not cool.
I feel like that was The Rock that was trying to egg that on.
It was The Rock wanted to keep things going, and he was banking on Shazam doing that, and it didn't happen. You know,
Yeah.
The Rock hasn't figured out that he's box office poison yet. You know what I mean? He hasn't figured that out yet.
Speaking of just kind of a weird transition, because you mentioned J.R.R. Martin. Have you guys seen Sean Bean's new show, Robin Hood? Show that he
No,
had
I've
out?
seen the trailer for it.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious. I think, of course, all the comments are like, "When is Sean Bean going to die?"
Right.
I don't know. It looked kind of cool.
Let's see. E. Clay Thomas says, didn't he leave Warhammer Project? I remember there was some kind of problem with, I don't know. As far as I know, that's what he's working on.
Probably. That's my point.
Oh, my God.
There was some kind of issue.
Henry can still play Soups, but the Batfleck is done and
I never
gone.
cared for the Batfleck.
See, I like Ben Affleck, so
I don't care
had
for
no
the
problem
old
with it.
Batman. That's what I don't care about.
He's not a good Bruce Wayne, but I think he's really good in the Batman part because he's fucking physically imposing. Go ahead, John.
I like the old Batman because I'm a big fan of The Dark Knight Returns.
Okay.
But Gunn can actually do something to get this right.
Mm-hmm.
With he's already, Lobo, Momoa doing Lobo, yeah, that's probably going to turn out fine.
Yeah.
But I'm not a big fan of that Millie Alcock for Supergirl.
Supergirl?
I think it's not so much her as what he's doing with the story.
Yeah, it's the story he's drawing from that I take issue with. There's several better Supergirls to choose from, but it's obvious from what he's doing, and I'll let you continue. It's obvious from what he's doing, though. He's trying to use modern comics, which instantly says suck. So I mean, yeah. Go ahead.
He can save this with Batman if he casts the right person. Alan Rickman can probably pull it off.
Alan Rickman's dead and gone.
Not Rickman.
That was what I was about to say.
Not Rickman.
That's not going to happen, John.
Not Rickman.
Stop.
What's his last name? The guy that plays Reacher.
Oh shit! Hang on.
But he's a terrible actor, though. I love the guy.
Actor in the world. Has anybody watched that comedy he just did with what's his name? By the way, yeah, Jason Fox. I'm with you on the Batman side. On the Bruce side, I've always loved Keaton. The scene where he smashes the fucking shit in Homegirl's room and gets shot by the Joker in the original Batman '89 sold it for me. He is the best Bruce Wayne, if you ask me. But yeah, let me look this up real quick.
Yeah, there's been nobody except for the Batman animated series.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody has gotten the Bruce and Batman right. You either get one or the other.
Yeah, his name is Alan Ritchson. That's his
Ritchson.
name, guys.
Ritchson.
Yeah, Ritchson. Yeah, that's him. That's the big guy right there. There he is. Yeah, he'd be a good physical Batman. I don't know if he could pull off Bruce Wayne though. Yeah, I don't think he's that great an actor. I'll tell you the guy that I would like to see play Batman, and let me pull him up real quick. You just mentioned the show that introduced him to us just recently. He plays Spencer in 1923, and that's this guy. I would love to see him play Batman, dude. He's got the size. He's got the acting chops. I think he'd be really good as
You didn't have the name.
Yeah, Brandon Sklenar. It's kind of a weird one to pronounce, but
He knows him.
This guy, if you've seen 1923, he could play Batman, couldn't he, John? This guy is big.
Yeah.
Yeah. Physically imposing dude. And he
probably
can act,
handle
too.
Bruce Wayne, too. He could probably handle Bruce Wayne. But
Yeah, I think he could. He was my favorite part of 1923. I liked his storyline better than I did Harrison Ford's storyline in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I really did. But yeah, there's several names out there that are floating around, but the two I keep hearing are that guy, those two right there, the one you mentioned from Reacher and this guy from 1923. But who knows? I mean, right now, Tom Holland, of course, could play any role in Hollywood.
If
But,
Tom Holland's going to play any Batman
Zendaya
character,
will be
it's
Catwoman.
Batmite. It's going to be Batmite.
Batmite, right? Didn't I hear somewhere in an interview that Gunn was actually thinking about putting him in a fucking movie? Batmite? Good Lord.
Well, there's that Bat Fam series that's supposed to have Batmite in it.
Right.
But that just
Warner-
looked horrible.
Really? Wolverine says Warner Brothers was retarded with how they brought back the Keaton Batman in the Flash movie.
That was my favorite part.
I actually, my favorite part of that one was Supergirl.
True.
Everything about that movie was good
Stop.
except for the Flash. I mean, it really, I enjoyed it. I really did. Stephen Lang could be a great old Batman. Stephen Lang. Hang on. Do I know Stephen
No
Lang?
old Batmans. No.
We don't want an old Batman. We need a young Batman. Somebody who can do it for a few years. Oh, shit. Yeah, I guess. That'd have to be a really old Batman, boys and girls. Now that I know who you're talking
old
about.
man Batman.
Yeah, an old man
Like
Batman.
old man Logan.
Right, exactly. Yeah, that's this guy.
Retired Batman.
You've seen him in a bunch of stuff before.
If we have that as Batman, then that means we have Nighthawk. We have
This is the guy that's in the Avatar movies as the bad guy. That's who he's talking about there. Yeah. Yeah, if they need an old Batman, I guess they could call him up, but I'm sure they'll keep calling Keaton up if they need an old man. Shit. But anyway, as far as the Gunverse goes, I'm with you on the Momoa thing. It's a perfect casting, and I'm sure he's going to have a ball with it. I mean, he could have a really Ryan Johnson, or excuse me, not Ryan Johnson, but Ryan Reynolds Deadpool type performance as Lobo.
Oh, he's going to do what he did. Wasn't he in? No, never mind. I'm thinking Chris Hemsworth. I was thinking Furiosa.
Yeah.
That Chris Hemsworth role.
Yeah.
He's just a psycho.
Right. Right. Mm-hmm.
But then again, I don't know much about Lobos in general, so I don't know.
Lobo is a interstellar bounty hunter is what he is, bro. And he just doesn't give a fuck. He chomps on a fucking cigar like Wolverine. He's got this big motorcycle that you know about that. Remember the fucking solo we had to fight where he had to stay away from his motorcycle's back blast and shit? Yeah. But anyway, let's see. Timothy Chalamet as Batman. No. We've already got Robert Pattinson as Batman. We don't need to get even skinnier with it, all right?
Listen,
Please.
I don't mind Robert Patterson, all right? At least he did
I
some
don't either.
investigating.
I don't either.
Remember that shit for the old heads? Remember when Batman investigated shit?
Yeah. But
people don't like that these days.
I can tell you what Martin's going to say. He's going to say this. I'm Batman. Batman knocking on the door of the club.
Some cop had to tell him what this carpet tool was when 5 seconds on Google would have told him.
Yeah. So, some of that movie...
Batman doesn't use Google.
Oh, God.
Silly.
Dude, man. Some of that movie was kind of dumb. It really was. They really have huge gaps in that story. But I did like... There's certain things in it I really dig. The Batmobile, I loved.
Oh, I love the Batmobile.
The Batmobile was
Really hard to
badass.
screw up the Batmobile.
The friggin' but my favorite, the thing I always remember out of that movie is at the end of it when he's leading the people out of the stadium and he's got that red flare in his hand and he's walking out. It's such a great visual. It's Batman walking the people of Gotham out of the darkness. It's a metaphor. That whole fucking scene right there. It's really cool. I dug that scene in the movie. Thought it was great.
I'm definitely biased because my favorite is always going to be Christian Bale, and one of my favorite scenes is with him and Morgan Freeman, where he's talking about he wants the new suit, and Morgan Freeman's like, "You want to be able to turn your head?"
Right? Yeah. You want to be able to turn your head. Okay. Sure make backing out of the driveway a lot easier, yeah.
My favorite line.
Christian Bale, I thought he was good. I just, he wasn't physically imposing. He really wasn't. But I thought he was good as he was okay. He just whined too much to me. He came off as a whiner a lot of the time in those movies. And I was like, I need to cut back on that. But some of the stuff he did was really cool. Physically, acting as Batman, he was really good, man. That part in The Dark Knight when he is going to his panic room to get his armor on, and that dude turns around with the shotgun and just blasts him with an elbow, and then takes the shotgun and kicks his ass. Oh, dude, some of the fight scenes in that he's really good at. But
there's definitely a lot of times where all I would watch is the Heath Ledger moments.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
best Joker.
The guy was great. Yeah. But really not a typical Joker, though. This guy was the chaotic guy. Let's see, Batman. Don't Google. He backles. That's what he does. He backles. He doesn't Google. Okay, so we've got a few minutes. Do you want to keep going with the
let's do it.
A video game stuff? If you got it ready, ready for me to pop it up there? What's up?
Share it right here. I have it.
All right. If you guys missed last week, we're going through the list of the games that are in the Video Game Hall of Fame. Believe it or not, there's actually a Video Game Hall of Fame. Do we remember where it's at? Or do I need to look that up?
I think that's like in New York, right? Something like that.
I will look it up real quick. Video Game Hall of Fame. But go ahead and tell us what the next one on the list is, bro.
Yeah, I'm a little confused by this one. It says Pokemon Red and Green. I don't remember there being a green until later. I think it means blue.
Red or green?
It should be red and blue, because green wasn't until later on. It was red, blue, and then yellow came out with Pikachu. So I'm not really... I think this is...
well, read the synopsis there. What's it say?
The very first Pokemon, Red and Blue, debuted in 1996. If you could have imagined the monster catching game from Japan, maybe it was green in Japan. Maybe. Would become a sensation and commercial juggernaut it is today. Beyond the games, the Pokemon series has expanded into film and TV and a mountain of merchandise.
A mountain of merchandise, no doubt. Hold that thought real quick. Let me let you guys know, in case you're wondering, the World Video Game Hall of Fame is located at the Strong National Museum of Play in Rochester, New York.
Yep,
that's where it's
New York.
It was green in Japan.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay, yep.
I wonder why they changed it. I guess they thought blue was better. I don't know. Who knows?
But yeah, Pokemon, come on. Do we need to even talk about this one? Pokemon. All you have to do is say the word Pokemon, and it will sell. Like Apple, like Nintendo. If you say Pokemon, people are going to buy it. No doubt.
And I think they're getting ready for Pokemon Land down there in Florida.
Yeah, Universal, right?
Universal?
Isn't Universal doing that?
Could be one of them. So yeah, it's
Disney, you better get on your game. You better,
oh, man.
You better fix Star Wars Land or whatever the hell you call that place. Galaxy's Edge, is that the name of it?
If you set up a place where people could put on like a VR set and go out and get Pokemon, forget about it.
Forget about it. That's right. All right, next.
So that's, by the way, 2017. This started in 2015. So we're a couple years in.
Right.
So this was 2 years in.
Got it.
The next one, Street Fighter 2.
Street Fighter 2? They don't have the original in there?
I don't know. I don't know why this one's any special, but I get Street Fighter. That's your fighting games. So they got.
Yeah. Now I played this one more than I played Mortal Kombat because here's my big issue with Mortal Kombat: you have to hit a button to block. That drives me crazy. In this game, you pull back or you pull down and back. That diagonal to the down and away to kneel and block, or straight back to block. Okay, if you're backing up on the screen, you're automatically blocking in this game. So that I loved, and yeah, I dug it. I played this game a lot. It is very cool. Capcom, look, the whole list of Capcom games, dude. Street Fighter, Street Fighter versus Marvel. You had the Children of the Atom. You guys remember that game? Yeah. Children of the Atom I loved because it had Magneto on it, and you had. But the one I played a lot was I think they had one that was just Marvel versus the X-Men, where you could play as Iron Man and Captain America and all kinds of shit, man. Capcom and Marvel were linked at the hip for video games. So yeah, played the shit out of Street Fighter. It was fun. Absolutely.
I was definitely more of a Mortal Kombat guy, but I got out of fighting games pretty early on.
Yeah.
Well,
Uh-oh. What you got there, John? You can't get food and not tell us what's up.
steak bites, mashed potatoes, and pasta.
There you go. 2 starches. I love it. Very cool.
The reason why Street Fighter caught on and Street Fighter 2 caught on and Street Fighter didn't is because Street Fighter 2 introduced a lot of what modern fighting games use.
Yeah.
Also, Jean-Claude Van Damme came out around this time with Street Fighter, and it made it hugely popular. I don't know if that's even connected.
Mr. Bison.
That movie was near and dear to my heart for sure. I grew up.
Hey,
with that.
dude. I mean,
That was
it's corny as fuck,
pure
but
90s.
it's one of the better video game movies ever made, though. Really. 'Cause-
Raul Julia chews the scenery more than any other actor in the world in that movie.
That's it. Mr. Bison, man. You don't want to mess with him. He will hurt you. All right, man. What's next?
It must have
Final
been-
Fantasy VII. This is 2018, so we're about 3 years in.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this game got me into play. This got me off of this. This is the one. See, for me, this was a pivotal moment in my young adolescent life where I was playing 64. I was playing the kids' games, right?
Right.
Super Mario, Mario Kart, and Super Mario 64, and
Right.
Zelda, and then this game came out, and then I started to grow up a little bit. This game, Final Fantasy VII, was really my first real entry into the Final Fantasy world. And the great thing about Final Fantasy, I know you don't play it, know a whole lot about it, Joe.
Oh, I
None
know
of
a
the-
lot about this one because my kids played the shit out of it. Yeah.
Well,
go
Final
ahead.
Fantasy in general are all standalone games. They're not
Right.
sequels, unless they say whatever that number is, 2.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 10, 2.
Yeah.
13 had like 3 or 4 games,
Mhm.
that kind of stuff. But for the most part, each game was its own individual game.
Has its own
And
lore. All
had,
that
had
shit.
its own lore, had its own universe, world, whatever you want to call it. None of them were. There's not even a. Oh shoot! What's the show that Marvel put out? The cartoon show that where they have the Watcher was
What if?
What If, right? Even in What If, like those were all supposed to be like disconnected stories, but the Watcher connected them all. There wasn't anything like that in it, right? They're literally all separate.
Yeah.
So this game, it really got me into RPGs. It was my real first. Now I had the game that I played before this with Square Enix was Super Mario RPG. Was really my first dance with Square Enix. That was their one and only collaboration, as far as I know, with Nintendo.
Yeah.
And so, but this game, the story, the 4 discs that you had to have for it, everything, just heartbreaking storyline, just crazy. The graphics at this time were ridiculous. We're just coming off of Super Nintendo, kind of thing, and going to this. So everything about this game was just perfection.
John, did you play this one?
Yeah, but I always preferred 8.
Did you?
But,
Okay.
Yeah.
The least favorite of all the PlayStation ones, of course you were.
Go ahead, John.
There is one constant in all Final Fantasy games. There's 2 actually. One is they all use the same creatures for the summons,
Okay.
True.
and the other one is Sid.
Sid. Yep.
Sid.
There's always a Sid. CID.
Okay.
Sid.
Gotcha.
Yep.
He's just some random character. You either can play as him or not, but there's always a character named Sid. Usually a pilot, but
Yeah.
I know
Pilot or
that
mechanic
the
or
characters on these games are some of the most cosplayed at conventions. There's a
100%.
lot of people that do that. But I actually have a Tom Cruise tie-in to this game. I got to tell you, my kids used to play this game like it was going out of style. I wasn't a fan of it because of the turn-based combat. I liked, I'm a fighting game guy, so I liked, real-time action, kind of thing. But I don't know if you remember the frogs that would sit there and bebop back and forth. What was funny to me was the animations while you're sitting there trying to make a decision. And the frogs would sit there and bebop back and forth. And this movie came out a year before that, called Jerry Maguire, and I had it on video, and the kids had watched it with me, and David one time told me, he said, "Yeah, those frogs are famous." I said, "What do you mean they're famous?" He goes, "Because they hang their balls out there." Because there's a line in that movie where he's at the beginning of it. You remember when he makes his manuscript for how things should be, and he gives it to the guy at Kinko's, and he says, "That's how you become great, man. Hang your balls out there." David picked up on that and said the frogs were famous because they were hanging their balls out there. Yeah, watched my kids play this hours on end, man. Friggin' great stuff. I was not a fan of it, like I said, because of the turn-based combat. There's not many games. Baldur's Gate's the first one in a long time I played that had turn-based combat. I think I've tried a Dragon Age game before that had turn-based, and I'm just not into it. Really
to
not.
me, that's a different style of turn-based.
Yeah.
That's more of a, top-down. You can move around kind of turn-based.
Right. This is just attack for attack. Blah blah blah. Yeah, I remember watching them play it. I was like, but yeah. I mean, this obviously it's got to be a great story, or people wouldn't have played it as much as they did.
The story is really good.
Why haven't they made these into movies? I know they've made animated movies of these.
Well, I don't think they need to. I don't know. I mean, it's popular enough that they did a remake.
Mm-hmm.
They did a remake of Final Fantasy. They've done the first two. They made it a 3-parter.
Yeah,
and the first 2 are out already. So I don't think these will ever get made into movies, though. They made one movie and it bombed like crazy, so I don't think they're ever going to do a movie again. Which I actually enjoyed that movie, Spirits Within.
But it was animated. It was animated, and there's a lot of people that I'm one of them. I have to be drug. I'm still haven't finished that one you want me to watch.
They did make a sequel to that. They actually did make a movie with that one, Final Fantasy VII. There actually is a movie out for that one, an animated movie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Animated. Once again, live action is what you need to do. But here's the thing.
Live action, quote unquote.
You know what I'm saying. But here's the deal. Much like superhero films, which are way into their run now, the modern superhero films, we've just started to get modern video game movies. They've made them all throughout time, like the Street Fighter movie we were talking about earlier.
Right back.
Okay. But we're just now seeing like Super Mario made $1 billion. Minecraft almost hit $1 billion. That's the next wave we're going to see. We're going to see a lot of these video game movies being made. Well, why couldn't they make a Final Fantasy VII game movie at this point and make a ton of bread from it?
They probably could. Whether Square Enix wants to do that or not, it's a different story. There's licensing, and there's a lot of stuff that won't translate well from game to movie.
Okay.
But I think a big reason why stuff like Mario Brothers made so much money is because the people that played that when it came out are now people that have families and just, income, and they can afford, they go, oh, well, yeah, I grew up playing Mario Brothers. Let's go see this movie.
That's what started the modern comic book movies.
Yeah.
When they started the MCU, it was run by people at the time that were into the core material and wanted to bring it to the big screen. I told my kids when we were going to see these MCU movies, and we'd walk out of them, I'd tell them all, it is just amazing to see the shit that I read as a kid on the big screen. It is just really fucking cool, So I could definitely see them making this one in particular, because from everything I've heard, I know you say you like Final Fantasy VIII better than you like this one, but I always hear about this one from people that they just adore this game.
This one, the story's better. 8, the story isn't as good, but I like the characters better.
Yeah.
Okay. I think the other thing is too, I was listening in while I was away. But you look at things like The Witcher, right?
Yep.
Witcher is, it's based off a book. The whole reason that the TV series was made because of the video games, because of the popularity of the video games. So
Yep.
I don't know if you could do this one. I wouldn't want to see this one because, to me, I would think they would turn this into like Dragon Ball Z Evolutions.
Oh no!
So I honestly don't want to see a live action of this because you would have to CGI the shit out of this.
Yeah,
Because
you
they have
would.
a lot of special powers. They have materia. Materia is a power that gives them magic abilities, and you would have to CGI that shit. So I personally would not want to see a TV. I would like to see an animated, stuff like they did the movie, which was a continuation of the storyline. They also did a prequel game for this as well. So no, just more games from it would be cool.
Just more games. Give me more games. Games. Speaking of more games, what's the next one?
Masterpiece. All right.
Yeah.
Oh my God, John
Yes!
Madden Football.
Yes!
Sega Genesis, 1990.
1990.
Did in 2018.
John Madden Football for the what system? The Sega Genesis, not the Nintendo. I had a Sega Genesis. I played this game. Played the shit out of this game. Wow. That's back when they had Windows for the receivers. You remember that shit, guys? Wow. Unbelievable. Look at the guy on the right. He's got his hand up. Whoa, come on. Throw it to me. Oh, man. How great is that game right there? Of course, we're still playing it today.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't into football as much in the 90s. I was more into basketball at this time. So I was playing.
They had some good basketball games back then,
I was
too.
playing NBA Jam.
Yeah.
The ball would get on fire. Oh,
Boom shakalaka.
Boom shakalaka.
Yeah,
That's it. Yeah.
I was into basketball until the late 90s. And then in the early 2000s is when I got into football.
Well, you know why this has 3 windows, don't you?
Go ahead.
Not enough
Genesis only
buttons.
has 3 buttons.
Yeah, you only had 3 buttons. Yeah. Actually, you had 6. You had 6 buttons.
6 later.
Right. But
But
yeah, when this
originally-
came out,
when this
there
came
was
out,
only
you had
3.
3.
A, B, and C. That was it.
Yep.
You can't pick the Raiders.
Look, we can't. Right. That was the Bo Jackson era. He's going to run everybody over.
That was Temco Bowl.
Yeah. That was Tecmo Bowl. Yeah. Which was not too far ahead of this. But it was before Madden. Madden was made. And look, guys, this is going to be a major part of the film that's coming out with oh, God. Why? His face is in front of my name. My face. The guy that's playing him. Nicolas Cage is playing John Madden in it. And big portion of it's going to be the creation of this game. And I can't wait to see it because he intended this to be a football simulator. He wanted it to be, the gameplay had to be as close to football as they could make it. Every year, and they still try and do it today. They try and add new features that is going to make it more realistic for the gameplay. They've come up with definitely some different quarterback visions and stuff like that.
I probably won't be seriously back into Madden until they bring back helmet mode.
Yeah, helmet mode was cool. I remember playing that. Wasn't it the 64 they had helmet mode in it? I think.
Maybe, but for me, it was most prominent in ESPN 2K5.
Yeah.
That was my favorite version of helmet mode.
Mm-hmm.
I want them to bring back big head mode so they look like they all have Guardian helmets now.
Right. Oh, my God. I wonder if they're going to put that in the next game.
That was the cards. That was the cards, right?
Oh, yeah.
You had cards that you unlocked, and they would give you special. They give you like stadiums. They give you special powers. Oh my goodness!
Now the only cards you're unlocking is Ultimate Team cards.
Yeah, now you have to buy those cards in a pack.
It's
gambling.
Ultimate.
Yeah, now it's gambling. Yep, absolutely. But they make a ton of bread doing it, man. Don't hate the player.
They wouldn't do it if people weren't buying it.
That's right. If people weren't buying it, they wouldn't be doing it.
If Madden wanted to be realistic, as you're the coach or you're doing that, and you would have players that would sit out because they're not getting enough money.
Right,
dude.
They can't do that.
They made a game like that called the Blitz. The original Blitz. No, what was the name of it? Blitz League was the name of it. It was an offshoot of the Blitz, but it actually put drug addiction in there and all the shit the NFL didn't want in a game. They put in it.
Yeah, it's so crazy, and they actually can't. Like they're literally not like when like one of the things that should be, if you wanted to make it realistic, right, is suspension for certain acts. But the NFL has forced EA to not put any of that into they can't do it. If they want to keep their license, they can't put certain things into the game. They can't have suspensions in there at all.
Yeah, I know. And it's stupid because it's part of the game.
It's part of the game.
Why not? Why not do that? No. Look, if you're going to tarnish the shield, they don't want you. They don't want any part of it. Hang on 1 second, Mike. He says, are they going to put Nick in a fat suit to look like Madden? By the way, we're getting close to time, so I'm going to go ahead and drop that down. We'll stop at Madden this time. Make a note there. Knock.
I'll try to
stopping on Madden. But yeah, let me pull this up for you. We've already covered this on the show. But yeah, they are putting him in a fat suit, brother. Let's see. Nicolas Cage, John Madden. Let me find a picture for you. And I'll throw it up.
It's a very
here for
good
you.
fat suit.
Right? That's one of the better ones that I've seen here lately. There you go. There he is. He looks pretty good. Let me blow this up a little bit so you can see it. Yeah, they put him in a fat suit because we know Nicolas Cage is not that big. He's not that big a guy. Let me see. This was the first picture
Christian
we got.
Bale would do it.
Yeah, this is the first picture we got of the two of them. That is Christian Bale as Al Davis, and Nicolas Cage is John Madden. So yes, they and Idaho Mike says not bad. Yeah, it doesn't. And I'm looking forward to the movie because if you see the, hang on, let me. Okay, we've got the Madden. It's called Madden, and if you read the synopsis. After being forced into retirement by the Oakland Raiders, fiery former NFL head coach John Madden teams up with a mild-mannered Harvard programmer to rewrite his fading legacy by building the world's first football video game. That's what most of this movie's about.
It's not the world's first video game.
No, it's not. There were several others. So you had Tecmo Bowl.
Not in this world.
Yeah, right. But no, he wanted to make it, like I said, a football simulator. That's what he wanted. He wanted it to be.
Edit that, Joe. There's an edit button right there. Go ahead and edit that.
Should I edit that?
Edit that summary.
No, I'm not going to do that. No.
I had football on my Atari 2600, so I don't want to.
Herdball, yeah, that's one.
Football.
Tecmo Bowl was before Madden.
Realistic simulation football game. I don't know.
I remember the first one that actually had an announcer on it, and that was Joe Montana Sports Talk Football. I had that one. And you know what the cheat code was for that one? The halfback pass. If you ran that, you could score a touchdown almost every freaking time, dude.
The cool thing was because it came out to use the microphone that came out with it.
Yep.
So you could actually call plays.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool stuff. Let's see. Idaho Mike says, I still remember having the vibrating metal-plated football game way back in the day. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Those were awesome. What you could do, guys, if you've never seen one of these things, the whole field, what was it made out? It's not aluminum. It was like tin or something.
Sheet metal, yeah.
Yeah, it was a piece of sheet metal, but it looked like a football field and had a vibrator on it, and you could turn up the how much it was. I was about to say something really stupid, but anyway, you could turn up how much it vibrated, right, with a knob, and what you did was you set the bass. Basically, you've seen plays on a chalkboard. You would sit there and direct where you wanted each guy to block, and just to see what was going to happen, and turn it on, and these guys would go in that direction. And to throw a ball, though, the quarterback had this trigger on the back of him, and you had to flick it, and you know, it was fun. It was neat. It was a neat thing. Yeah.
You put the football in his hand, he had to pull back.
And you had to pull the trigger, and he would throw it. But yeah. I love those things. I played the shit out of fucking. As a matter of fact, I used to draw stickers for the end zones to have different teams on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's when I first learned all the logos of all the teams. I'm a football fan. I can't. I will sit here and talk football all day. Anyway, okay, boys and girls, we're up against it. I want to thank you guys for being here. Knock, John, thanks for being here. Fun discussion as always. We're going to continue that list when we have time until we knock down all the games that are in the Video Game Hall of Fame. That's what we do when we got extra time. So, you guys, thanks for showing up. I forgot to even have this going for most of the show, so I'll go ahead and turn it on now. You guys, go over to JoesAtmosfere.com. Like I said, if you want a pencil sketch portrait done, get your requests in before December 1st. Cutting it off then. That way I can get everybody's stuff shipped to them, okay? Also, you can support the channel over on Subscribestar. You can check out everything behind the scenes on the channel and on the comic book, The Privateer. And you can check out the teaser issue of The Privateer 0 issue over on Amazon Kindle for $1. So go check all that out whenever you have time to support the channel. Let's see. Idaho Mike says, I also had an original Mattel Electronics football game from 78, 79. Are you talking about the handheld one?
Oh, those were awesome.
They were awesome. I love those, man. Those were really cool. All right, man. Thanks for being here, guys. Let's let them know what's going on with the channel on the way out of here. You're watching State of the Atmosphere. We do it every week at 5:30. So show up here for all your pop culture news, TV shows, sports, games, all that good stuff. And the Sydney Sweeney Report. You guys come back next week and check it all out. Of course, the next time you'll see me is Friday, as I will be broadcasting live from Shop Till You Drop. We're going to load out tomorrow morning. We're going to spend the day up there. This is the biggest show of the year at the Bossier Civic Center. So you'll be able to see everything we've got out there. I'll be pushing the comic book and trying to get people to get commissions for portraits. So you guys come check it out. 1 p.m. Central Time on Friday. I'll be broadcasting live from the Bossier Civic Center at Shop Till You Drop. And then Friday at 8 p.m. Central Time, we want you to head over to Pop Culture Minefields channel, and it's time for Fallout Tale of Two Wastelands. My man John says he's about done with this. I think this is the last show of it, right?
Yep.
And then he's off on Thanksgiving, and then he'll be back with some Baldur's Gate with his friends. So you guys go check out Pop Culture Minefields channel for Gaming Night with John. Knock will be there to give him as much hell as possible, and so will Martin, as usual, on the finale of Fallout Tale of Two Wastelands this Friday at 8 p.m. Central Time. And then, of course, Sunday morning, it's time for football, and it looks like I don't have the damn thumbnail up here for it. So let me go ahead and get the damn thumbnail in here for it. It's Week 12 tailgate this week on NFL pregame party at 10 a.m. Central Time. No more international games. We'll just be talking about the Thursday night game and your lineup. Also, we'll be talking college football playoff spots as we come to the end of the college football season. So you guys tune in 10 a.m. Central Time on Sunday, and then Sunday at 6 p.m. Central Time, Highlander and I will be together for The Brothers Hack the Matrix. Everything you need to know about the clown show that is 2025 through today's headlines. The Brothers Hack the Matrix every Sunday at 6 p.m. And then Monday morning at 10 a.m. Central Time, we're going to do another show on Tell It to the Marines. It's going to be it's Tell It to the Marines Reloaded on Military Monday on Pop Culture Minefields channel. That's at 10 a.m. Central Time. We're going to watch the movie on another platform and then talk about it here on YouTube as we watch it. So you guys tune in 10 a.m. Central Time if you're available, as we do Tell It to the Marines on Military Monday on Pop Culture Minefields channel. And then at 4 p.m. Central Time, It's Only Talkin' Roll comes your way on That 70s Rock Fans channel. And this week, we're going to do one that's near and dear to my heart, The Last Starfighter. This one, I don't know, John, what do you think? Was this the first one that used CGI in some way, shape, or form?
That would be Tron.
That would be Tron. Okay, so we'll say this is the second one then. Yeah.
It's the first one that used the 3D
The 3D imaging,
Yeah.
Look, it's dated, but I still love it. I think it looks cool as shit. It looks a lot like some of the video games ended up looking like years later. But you guys come check it out. We're going to talk about it. I was in love with what's her name? Mary Stuart Masterson. Is that her name? I think that's her name. The girl that was on there. Anyway, you guys come check it out this Monday at 4 p.m. Central Time. We're going to be talking The Last Starfighter on That 70s Rock Fans channel. And then at 6:30, it's time for Papa Joe Gamer After Dark, video games, cocktails, and fails. And it's going to be part 9 of my playthrough of Mass Effect 3. So you guys tune in at 6:30 p.m. Central Time as I have a cocktail with some friends and mess up a video game. You guys come check it out this Monday at 6:30 p.m. Central Time. And then it's time to head back to Pop Culture Minefields channel on Wednesday for afternoon matinee. And I don't know what movie we're doing this week, but today we did Layer Cake. If you've never seen that movie, go check that out. We had a good time talking about it. If you want to watch Layer Cake, it's on Pluto right now for free, so go check it out there. That's where I watched it at today. It's pretty good. Matthew Vaughn movie. He's the guy that did The Kingsman and Kick-Ass and several other great movies, man. This is one of his earlier works with a lot of youngsters. You're going to recognize a lot of people in this one. Daniel Craig is the star. So we'll do another one this Wednesday at 3 p.m. Central Time over on Pop Culture Minefields channel. And then, of course, that brings us right back around to here at 5:30 p.m. Central Time on Wednesday. So, for myself... Oh, wait, John, what do you got?
Well, not really breaking news, but as of the 27th of October, Henry Cavill is still in charge of Warhammer 40K. And Warhammer 40K is basically, or Games Workshop is basically going to be hands off of it.
Really? Interesting. Going to be interesting to see what they come up with, man. I'm not into it. I've never played it. I know Pope loves it. Anytime you see Pope on camera, he's got nothing but Warhammer 40K figures all around him. It's a strategy game, isn't it? But it's got a lot of lore to it, right?
Yeah, it's a war game. It's
a
miniatures game.
Yeah, I've never got into it, man. Didn't. My stepson David, he loves it, man. He thinks it's awesome. So I hope that he puts something out that the fans of Warhammer just dig. I've seen some of the animated videos online. They're pretty damn cool. Those Space Marines are pretty damn tough, man.
Yeah.
That's pretty badass. So looking forward to good things out of that. But okay, let's go ahead and get out of here, guys. It's about time to go eat. John's been eating. The rest of it are ready to eat. You guys take it easy, and I want you guys to be good to each other. And until we see you again, I want you guys to keep on keeping on. God bless. And don't forget, whether you like them small, medium, or large, Titty Tuesday continues into Wednesday every week right here on Joe's Atmosfere channel. You guys be good. We'll see you next time. Peace.